I'm learning to color.
Oh.
See, I'm going to
Whoop.
practice a lot.
Hopefully I'm not making you guys crazy over here. Well, welcome everyone. It's Wing It Wednesday. So we're just going to do kind of a show and tell today.
There's one more of those up there.
Okay. Oh, what happened? So the exciting news, I think, is the fact they're open the Canadian border next month. So all our Canadian friends, oh my gosh, we'll get to see you. I think, what's it, been 19 months, I think? So that's pretty exciting. So everybody cross your fingers and hope that still happens. I'm going to kind of shift this a little bit. So we're going to do some show and tell because we got a couple different orders that came in, and we're going to go through those products. We got some show and tell. We got some cool class, great class coming up from Kim, and let's just get started. So today is release day for the Pretty Pink Posh, their winter and Christmas release, and we can see we have all these like beautiful pearls, so you get multiple sizes in there, and I love they have this like charcoal color, and there's some black. We have our metallic silver and gold, our Christmas red and green, and then we have some shaker products perfect for those shaker cards, and they're even cute little embellishments on your card, so however you use them. So all those just came in. So let's see what else we have. Oh, here's the Pretty Pink Posh. So they have this great kind of house border scene. It's called the Posh Village. And there's a little lamppost. There's a little wreath that can go on the doors. Could also go on the lamppost. And then they have the little village add-ons, the little people in the vehicles and trees and flowers, the little park bench and the presents. There is a die that goes with all these little pieces. The houses, I did not order the die. I just kind of figured that it's, if you had to cut them out, they're all kind of straight lines that you can do that, but this is one complete stamp. So it's going to stamp as one. In keeping with her circles, we have these little winter circles, and you have the little penguins, the poinsettia, the candle, cute little images, and they've added a new winter circle. They have fall circles and winter circles and Halloween circles, and all these work and coordinate with her stamps, and they will all interchange, and you can see that this circle will go inside here, and you'll have that little scallop. So you can do shakers with those, and you can just use these as decorative little images. A beautiful poinsettia corner and the coordinating die. And like I said, these we just got these in late yesterday, so that we don't have any samples or anything to show you. But if you went to Pretty Pink Posh's blog, she has a lot of great samples. And we have some, Kim brought in a sample of the fall, and we're going to show you that. And they have these holiday scripts, and a very clean and simple font. They do have a die that coordinates with the larger sentiment sets. And then these are the little add-ons that work with all the different things. They're all interchangeable. We have the snowmen. They're adorable, and there's a little coordinating die that matches all the little snowmen and all the little snowflakes. I know we don't even want to go there yet and think about that, but it is there. But her font dies, I love them, and this one is Let It Snow. And this, like she did the, can you hand me that pumpkin? I think we have one left. We got this back in, the Boo Pumpkin shaker card. This is her new shaker. It's the Snowman shaker. And I'm sure Kim is probably going to be using this in a upcoming class. They're adorable. So that's it for Pretty Pink Posh.
Yep.
And then she's been doing a series of corners, and this is the pumpkin corner. And this is Kim's post for the blog, and she'll have the instructions and colors that she used. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? She did a great job on her pumpkins. And so you could do the same thing with the poinsettias that we just got in, and just, but I wouldn't put autumn greetings, but unless you colored your poinsettias orange. But you could, use one of the new holiday sentiments, and that would be beautiful. And then I thought this was really clever. What she did is she made place cards. She used an alphabet die, and then the little images that were extra in the little pumpkin patch set. They're adorable. So you'll be able to see these in the store, and if you go to our blog, she'll have this up with instructions. This is Kim, not we. Kim is doing, this was kind of a quick add-on class, and she got around to it. So we have 2 dates on the calendar for it, and it's the colorized dies, the Halloween dies from Tim Holtz. And so if you've never used the colorized die and are intimidated by all the parts and pieces, Kim has like a better, easier way, to do this. And these are the 2 cards that you'll be doing. So you have the headless pumpkin guy. And you have these, I think this one's called Costume Party.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite dies. I just love those guys. So these are in an upcoming class, Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And then the 26th.
Yeah, and it's Saturday morning, right, 11?
Yeah.
It's at 11 o'clock. So if you'd like to join us, give us a call. If you're not too far away, if you want a kit, we can get it out in the mail, but we'd have to do that probably by tomorrow and hope that you get it. But it's the Colorize with Kim. And I just have to point out that the paper that she used is Payan paper, our paper from Sweden. Who would have ever thought?
I know.
Payan and Tim Holtz. Yeah.
It's a new marriage.
Yeah, it's a new marriage. So those are awesome. We just have a couple new dies that we got in from Spellbinders. And these are sentiment dies. Let's see if I could read them. For you, a note for you, hello, thanks, and this one I'm not sure. Can't figure that one out. But some nice fonts, and they're like a nice size, and here's a sample on the back using those little messages. This is a note card embellishment, and if you kind of see up in this top corner, you can make like a little envelope and put that on your envelope for a little note card. And this base is actually from this die right here. So this die was cut and then folded in half, and this piece was added onto the top to make this really elegant little note card. And you have these beautiful images, and definitely it's probably Rebecca Freakin, I think that's how her Amazing Grace lady, paper lady, her dies are very intricate and beautiful. But look how beautiful and, simple really, because it's just die cut. And she used the thanks and these little flowers and so on. So these are from Spellbinders. We have the new release today. I didn't get a chance to make samples. We'll probably do this in a class maybe next month, just because I just got it in and I haven't had a chance to use it. But these are from Heartfelt Creations, and it's a wreath for all seasons. And I like some of the images. I think they're really Cute. So this is somewhere is the basic wreath die. This is the die. You don't need the stamp. And then they have on top of this one, this is the Christmas. So you could add these die cut hollies on top of here with the bows and the extra little sprigs and such. So this would be for your Christmas card. And this one has more of, you know, the winter type berries, the sprigs and holly and pine cones, some baubles and berries. And you can add that onto a card. This is the fall, where you got the little adorable little owls and the leaves. And so you have the wreath or the wheat stalks, apples and pumpkins and grapes and acorns, all these cute little images. And they have the coordinating dies. And then this is the summer, where you have the cute little birds, you have a bee, you have some flowers. You can see on the back the little images, and they all have the coordinating dies. These are not on the system yet, so if you're interested, you can email us or give us a call at the store, and we can order any of those for you. Like I said, a lot of stuff just came in, and got an order in from PhotoPlay for the Scrapbook Liddies. This is a 12 by 12 calendar. It's a blank calendar. So if you do, you know, like a monthly layout, this is actually really cool. We have a collection pack of soccer papers. And you can see the different papers and all the ephemera that comes inside here and stickers and such. This paper pack, I really liked the color palette. And this one is called Girl Squad. So for friendship and such. And all these, that deep red and the black and the beige papers. And I can show you some of these individual sheets because we did get some. And this is great for cutting out and, you know, if you're into the journaling or scrapbooking. I mean, you can make some cute cards out of it too. Kind of a collage paper. Like I said, I thought the color palette was really pretty. The cut aparts, you can make cards out of these. And you have those flowers on the back. And I think that those are the papers that were in that collection. Oh wait, here's another pack. This one I thought was really unusual. And then we have, I think there's a name for this kind of plaid. Is this like the Burberry plaid? I'm not sure. Let's see what else we have. Another cut, oh, sorry guys. Another cut apart so you can make the card fronts. And kind of that wood grain pattern on the back. And I think that's it. So that was, this one is called the Friendship Collection. And last of all, for show and tell, we just got it in, and it is not in the system yet. We'll be opening it, but it is the new release from Penny Black. Their Penny Black Christmas. Okay, so we have, oops, upside down in their packaging, an ornament set. And they always have great samples on the back. So I don't know if you've ever realized that, but they do give you some ideas. And their sentiments are amazing, and they stamp beautifully, especially with that, the Versa Claire black, the Nocturne pad, just so crisp and everything just comes out beautiful. So a lot of beautiful sentiments that you can use on the inside of your cards, and you can also use those on the front of your cards. Here's another sentiment. The bird set. I thought this was beautiful. We always have people looking for cardinals. So if you're looking for a cardinal, here's, I mean, other birds with it, but, and look at that. Look at that beautiful watercolor somebody did. She has an amazing design team that do these, like, oh, these samples. Let's see. Actually, she sent me some samples, and we have, I'll show these. I'll look for these as we come across. Oh, here's one with the bird. And this is one of her die cuts. I believe this was from the last release. This is a beautiful, it's called the Christmas Blush. The Christmas like rose. Isn't that gorgeous? That'll be a fun one to color. And let's see, because it is a large stamp, here's a beautiful sample done by my sales rep, Sandy. And you don't need to have the entire stamp be on your card. You can cut it off. And I called her when I got this card and I said, oh, you were so brave. She did a beautiful job coloring, and then she used the double die cut. So she had the base, which was die cut, and she die cut the center. I'm always afraid to do that, and you can see that that center is popped up. I'm always afraid that, you know, the die's going to move and you're going to have it crooked, and then, oh, you put all that work into it. But she did a beautiful job. There's some beautiful new berry dies. Once again, you can see the beautiful samples that they have on their back, on their designs. The piece and the pine cone. Here's a new frame die, and you can see that it's going to create a frame. The part that cuts is in the inside. And here is a sample. They probably used one of the smaller ones. The larger one would be further to the outside. And I believe this die is this particular pattern die. This one is called Semicircle Stackers. I pretty much, you know, when Penny Black comes in, I always gather one of every sentiment because I always use them. I have the whole collection of every sentiment I think she ever came out with. And I love her frames. They're very different from many other companies. Here is these like branches, which is actually another good die. This is Joyful. Let's see what else we got. More berries. And I love these added to the backs of the cards. Just as like a little simple embellishment. Here they put it on the front. This beautiful lantern die. The candle is inside upside down, but the lantern, then you can use your sprigs in that pine cone die, and that would be beautiful. Here's a sample with that. Let's see. It's a big box. Here is just a simple scene. You can use your distress inks to create a beautiful background, or you can just keep it very simple. And, oh, this isn't this sample. This is a different one. She always does a beautiful wreath, and this is another beautiful wreath, and you can put that joyful in the center, one of the sentiments. And you can see on the back for the coloring. Here is another, this particular design, this stamp, is the one that you color on the back with your markers or your ink pads and layer up the color. And this is beautiful. This would be beautiful on a slimline card, or even on a A6 size card. I could see that probably fitting. More frames, and this one has a stitched zigzag, and this one is called Zigzag Stackers, and maybe on this you can see that design. This beautiful joy die with the wreath, and they put the bird inside. And here is a sample of that done. And that bird is a die cut, which I think we're going to come across in a second. Here it is. There's the bird die and some branches and berries. Oh, here's the wreath with one of the birds inside. That was that wreath stamp. Once again, Sandy double cut it. And there's a sentiment inside that I mentioned. Beautiful samples. They did an amazing job. Here is another one of the sets. You can use your markers or your ink pads to ink and use your MISTI and layer on your colors and get a very simple, beautiful design like this on the back. Here's just a flower frame, and you can do those as, you know, do them as, you know, the white, what do they call those? Anemone, maybe, flowers for the holidays. And put your sentiment inside. This is another great stamp because they're separated, so you get the 3 trees, and I think that's what Sandy used on this card. And then the little cardinal that can perch right on that. They do. They have beautiful artists that do these samples. Some of these were actually done by my sales rep, so kudos to her. She did a beautiful job. These little mini stamp sets that I love, called Daring Delivery. Look how cute that is. And just words that you can put together, peace, you know, happiness and peace, may your Christmas be filled with, and then stamp those. The little owls. Some just simple sentiments. Instead of getting the whole set, they've made smaller little sets. I think we're getting down to the bottom. And this is new. These are slimline dies, but like, you know, everybody knows you can use them on any size card. And these are borders, so you get a variety of different edges. And I love that deckled edge on the slimline. And put your little images in there. And I think that's it. that's it for today's show and tell. Oh, Sandy sent me this so I can color that on my own. Anybody have any questions? So we got Pretty Pink Posh in, Heartfelt Creations, Spellbinders, and Penny Black. So kind of look for the Penny Black to be online, definitely by tomorrow. I sent Jess the information. I don't know if she'll get to it tonight or she'll do it first thing in the morning. So kind of watch for that. And then they'll be in the store too tomorrow. They won't be ready today, so unless there's something you really wanted, we can put it off to the side and then price it tomorrow. So this is for another day. Okay, anybody have any questions? I don't see any questions coming up. So if you're not doing anything Saturday, oh, the other thing is Saturday afternoon, we really don't have a class scheduled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an in-store demonstration all afternoon on the Spellbinders Glimmer Machine. So if you want to stop by and see how the Glimmer Machine works, we have a lot of dies inside, and you can see the process to do the foiling, which is beautiful, and it's not difficult at all. So I'm going to bring all that stuff into the store on Saturday. We've talked about we will be using the Glimmer Machine in classes, but because there's a time factor of waiting for the plates to heat up, we can't do like every card, everybody try, to use the foil machine unless everybody brought their own. But so I think the demonstration is a good way, and it'll be like all afternoon after Kim's class. So probably from, let's just say from like 1:30 to 3:30, that we'll be doing the Glimmer foil machine. So if you want to stop in and see what we're doing, we'd love to have you. And my understanding is going to be a crappy day out there anyway, so a good day to go shopping. So I think that's it for now. I just want to say thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a great day. I'm actually going to go home and go to sleep. I had a horrible night's sleep last night, so if there was no enthusiasm in my voice, it's because I was up like every hour on the hour. So I'm going to go home and take a nap because I apologize if I didn't, sound so perky. And Pretty Pink Posh and Penny Black are some of my favorite companies, which I absolutely love. So I think that's it. So everyone have a wonderful rest of the day. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you Saturday.